Hey sisters, did you know that everybody has both masculine and feminine energy within them?
Oh, yes, although most of us choose to express one more than the other most times.
And many of us even switch between the two as needed.
I bet you're thinking masculine energy is being a man and doing men stuff, while feminine energy is just women doing girly girl stuff like makeup and nails. Not really.
Heavenly Creator, we come before you in gratitude for the sacred balance of energies you have placed within us, the divine feminine and masculine that together form the fullness of who we are. We thank you for the nurturing, compassionate, and intuitive feminine, as well as the focused, strong, and purposeful masculine within us all. Guide us, O God, to embrace both sides of our divine essence. Help us to move in harmony, using our feminine energy to nurture our dreams, connect deeply with others, and find strength in vulnerability. May we also honor our masculine energy, empowering us to take action, set boundaries, and lead with courage and clarity. Grant us wisdom to maintain this balance, knowing when to lean into our softness and when to rise in strength, as both are needed to live the full and fulfilling life you have designed for us. May we listen closely to the voice of our soul, so that each decision we make aligns with our highest purpose. Bless all women, reminding us that in balancing these sacred energies, we live not only in harmony with ourselves, but also with the world around us. May we walk with grace, power, and purpose. Amen.
The masculine energy is assertive, dominant, wanting to do and achieve, while the feminine energy is more intuitive, nurturing, and is willing to receive and just be.
Masculine and feminine energies are intrinsic to all of us. These energies are not about gender, but rather characteristics and traits. Masculine energy often embodies structure, logic, and assertiveness, while feminine energy tends to embrace intuition, empathy, and nurturing. According to psychologist Dr. John Gray, both energies are essential to balance. Masculine energy represents clarity and decisiveness. In contrast, feminine energy promotes flow and connection. Integrated together, these energies inspire creativity and harmony. Experts like Dr. Gwendolyn Dals stress the importance of embracing both energies. We all possess both energies, enabling us to operate effectively in various domains. Balancing masculine and feminine energies can lead to personal growth and fulfillment. Let's embrace the harmony within us all.
I like a post I read recently written by Tanya Fletcher, who is a female empowerment coach. She used an analogy to describe the masculine and feminine energies. She states, if you think of the feminine energy as being water, free flowing, unrestricted, then the masculine energy is the cup that protects and supports it. I just love how she puts it that way to help us understand. As I said before, we were all born with these energies. However, we tend to lean to one or the other most times, depending on when it is needed in society. How we were raised can also determine which one is used more, and also our body composition, whether male or female, etc. Our hormones, the estrogen and the testosterone. Estrogen is more dominant in the female and testosterone in the men. These all play their part. But remember, feminine energy is more. Strong feminine energy shows up in traits such as intuition, as I said before, connection to nature, emotional intelligence, nurturing, caring, and just letting go of the rein. While the masculine energy helps us to connect the parts of ourselves, which includes physical power, logic, competition, and direction. We tend to shift between the two energies as we
Masculine and feminine energy exist within everyone, regardless of gender. These energies are not linked to sexual orientation. Assuming a masculine-presenting woman is not into men is misleading. Similarly, not every feminine-presenting man is attracted to women. Attraction is nuanced and personal, shaped by countless factors. We cannot define someone's sexuality based on their appearance alone. It's essential to recognize the spectrum of attractions. Open-mindedness allows us to appreciate diversity in love. Gender expression does not dictate who someone loves. Let's embrace the complexity of human connections. Real understanding comes from dialogue and respect, not assumptions. In the end, love is love, regardless of how it's expressed.
take a good look at our world today versus what it was previously. In the past, the energies between the male and female species were segregated. We were indoctrinated with the belief that female only had female energies. So we were only to stay home and look after the family, which includes the home and kids, while the men would just run the rest of the world. Now, with women wising up and being more empowered, we were able to free our minds that were being manipulated and step out and show that we can do more than we were taught to be, or we were limited to, so to speak. Yes, with our female energy to guide us and support us. That innate feminine energy, of course. Women are now succeeding in careers that were once deemed for the male species. Look at women who are now excelling in careers such as mechanics, engineers, lawyers, doctors, pilots, politicians, construction workers, and the list goes on. The men are now tapping into their feminine energy, which, by the way, was always there but seen as inferior. Yes, these men are now nurses, homemakers, caregivers, roles that were only female dominated. The roles are shifting and energies are being released. Even back in the days, have you ever seen men when they're about to get injection how they bawl? Even with a simple belly ache, they cry like a little girl. Now that does not make them female in any means. Their gender still remains the same as from birth. They are just showing the less dominant side of them. Remember, we all have the same two energies, I must repeat. And these energies do not dictate our gender. Whatever genitalia we were born with, that's the gender we are. However, men are more and more being pushed to acknowledge that women and our feminine energy are stronger than what we were made to believe. Too long we were hammered to think that we are weaker than we are. Too long we were made to think that feminine energy is the weaker of the two, that we can't achieve much, and caring is our weakness. So when women were finally allowed to enter into the work arena, we had to dip into our masculine energy and fight hard to stay afloat. We had to try to emulate our masculine men and be like them to get ahead. But let me tell you, ladies, we don't have to be like them. We can strike a balance. Step out with all our feminine energy intact. That is our intuitiveness, our caring side, being empathetic, collaborative and nurturing, our ability to empathize and just be ourselves, our softer side, and mix it with the right blend, a tip of masculine energy to set the right balance needed for a more holistic approach to whatever we contribute to our society. Yes, step into your power, women. Let's lift up our sisters and show that our feminine energy is not going to be submissive anymore. It's not just going to lie down and be trod on by the masculine energy anymore. It will instead reinvent itself with a coalition with our masculine energy to create a more balanced, harmonious, yet fierce with a purpose feminine energy. All woman. Our new and improved feminine energy, working alongside the male as equal in love and unity.
Imagine a world where leadership isn't determined by gender, but by ability. Where men and women collaborate, blending their strengths to achieve common goals. Toxic masculinity no longer drains our energy and stunts our growth. Instead, we embrace a culture of respect and mutual support. Women thrive, empowered to be who they were created to be, equals, not subordinates. Men evolve, learning the strength of vulnerability and the power of empathy. Together, we foster creativity and innovation, harnessing diverse perspectives. We create communities where everyone contributes their best efforts for the greater good. A balanced world where both genders rise together, achieving excellence hand in hand. This is a vision where we prioritize the best person to lead, not their gender. Let's challenge outdated norms and foster an environment of equality and empowerment. Together, we can create a harmonious future for all.
The other day I was watching a speech by a woman called, let me make sure I can get her name right, Annapuran Ramakrishnan. I hope I pronounce it properly. She was doing a speech on women empowerment for students. And she highlighted the struggles women were having in her birth country, and her birth country is India. And, she has encouraged so many women to step out of their inferiority complex and step into their strength. And she only used her voice, her strong feminine energy. About another female. Let's go further back now in time and talk about a woman called Margaret Sanger. She was a nurse in New York City, impoverished East Side neighborhood in the mid-20th century. And she witnessed so many pregnant women who went through illegal and unsafe abortions. And because of what she experienced, she felt the need to lobby for contraceptives for women to prevent unwanted pregnancies and help women to be free and escape. Having lots of children and no money to feed them, no time to elevate yourself will keep you in poverty. Now, take in mind that during her time, contraceptive was illegal. But Margaret Sanger dedicated her life to change that. She established the American Birth Control League and played a pivotal part in the first birth control contraceptive. Yes, she helped them to establish the first oral contraceptive, which was FDA approved, and it was called Enovid, E-N-O-V-I-D. And all of that was way back in about 1960. And because of that, now women who are active, sexually active, and not ready to have children have a choice. There are so many women who didn't have to physically fight or shout or show brute force to help make changes to their society. Instead, they used the energy they were given, the feminine energy, and carried it to a level that empowered women, yes, all women, and created a positive change in the lives of many. And I say kudos to all the strong feminine energies out there. I salute you.
Embrace your feminine energy, let it flow. Feel the power of your innate balance within. Shine bright, fearlessly owning who you are. No longer afraid of being considered too much. Dance in the rhythm of your true self. Let the world witness your beautiful essence. Merge passion and calm, that's your magic. Embody strength while nurturing compassion. Celebrate every facet of your being. It's time to be free, to truly be you. Awaken the goddess that lives inside you. In your authenticity, you find your power. Let your voice resound with confidence and grace. Own your journey, it's yours to embrace.
Dear sisters, wherever you are, remember that early detection of breast cancer can save your lives, so please get tested today. A reminder from the Daughters of Sheba Foundation.
Thank you for joining us for another empowering episode of Lift Carry. We hope today's session left you feeling inspired, stronger, and ready to tackle the week ahead with renewed resilience. Remember, life may bring challenges, but you have the strength to carry your burdens with grace while lifting others along the way. Don't forget to meet us here every Sunday for more motivation, practical tips, and uplifting stories that empower your spirit. Until next time, stay strong, keep lifting, and carry yourself with purpose and confidence. Thank you for joining us for another empowering episode of Lift Carry. We hope today's session left you feeling inspired, stronger, and ready to tackle the week ahead with renewed resilience. Remember, life may bring challenges, but you have the strength to carry your burdens with grace while lifting others along the way. Don't forget to meet us here every Sunday for more motivation, practical tips, and uplifting stories that empower your spirit. Until next time, stay strong, keep lifting, and carry yourself with purpose and confidence.